Most people know Tom Selleck as a star of Magnum PI, a guest on Friends, and as the small-town police chief with some baggage on the CBS series of Jesse Stone movies. The most recent installment aired tonight. Tom paid a visit to our new home here at CBS 2, a place that is close to his heart. Tom Selleck is, well, Tom Selleck. Tall, strong, movie star good looks, and still charming at 62. Many people would say that you are the kind of man that men would like to be and that women would like to be with. And how do you feel about that description of you?
Well, it's a perception, and it's not my perception. It's someone else's, but I'm grateful for it. Apart from the professional side, that usually means you might have a long career. If women like to watch a character you play and you don't alienate the men, that's a recipe for success. I mean, I can't do anything about that stuff or sex symbol stuff. That's up to other people, you know.
Born in Detroit, Tom Selleck became a true Southern Californian. He went to USC on a basketball scholarship and grew up in the San Fernando Valley near our new CBS 2 studios.
Yeah, near here. I used to ride my bike around here.
And what do you remember of this neighborhood?
It was a little different then. There was a good bike shop on Ventura Boulevard near here that I used to go up to. I remember before the freeway. I remember before they paved a lot of the river, the 101 right over there. It was a very different place. It used to flood a lot. And then they cemented in the river, much to my dismay.
Tom Selleck has had a rock-solid marriage for 20 years. Selleck met Jilly Mac when she was starring in the London production of Cats.
Well, she was in a cat suit, and she had whiskers and little freckles. But yeah, you'd get it. If you meet Jilly, she's got a lot of life and a lot of spirit. Somehow that showed, you know. I don't know why. I had to go back I went 8.5 times to Cats.
Really?
You know?
Just to see her?
I went about 5 times just to try and meet her, but I was a little shy.
I guess so. So all these years later, she still has that same spirit that draws you in.
She has to wear the costume once a week. The point is,
Tom wore several hats in his latest Jesse Stone movie, which aired tonight on CBS. He, of course, was the star. And he's executive producer of all 4 Jesse Stone movies for the network. But it's the Magnum PI role for which he will forever be remembered. It was the hang-loose Thomas Magnum of Magnum PI that settled Selleck into the public consciousness. When you think back on that character and what it meant in your career?
It certainly changed my life. I'd done 6 unsold pilots, and nobody knew who I was. Well, Magnum worked. It was a struggle, but it worked.
Upset? I'm not upset. I said I'd come up with the money, no problem.
As it turned out, it really changed my life, and now the show's in the Smithsonian. My silly Hawaiian shirt, my Detroit hat.
And speaking of Detroit, I put one of the Tigers' biggest fans to the test. Because you were mentioning what a fan you are of sports. And
yeah.
I know that you are a big fan of Detroit.
I am.
Personally. So I thought maybe we could just look up here and see how they're performing.
I might need my glasses. They're 19 and 11.
You already know off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Let's look here. You got it.
Yeah.
19 and 11, that's right.
They just won 13-4.
Mm-hmm. They're now 27 and 17, for those of you keeping score. Tom Selleck says he has more Jesse Stones for CBS, and he just announced he's returning to series TV for the first time since Magnum, replacing James Caan in the primetime series Las Vegas. It was so much fun to interview him.
Yeah, he's quite a character. Every guy my age wanted a Ferrari, couldn't afford one, but we had about 5 Detroit hats.
There you go.
That
it was in the budget.
Absolutely.
Such a gentleman.